Howdy, and welcome to Thursday's edition of Today's Bread. Now, we're currently pausing the current series, and we are dedicating this week to Christmas. Now, this week we are discussing the birth of the King. Today's portion is a heart of worship and deceit, part 2. Our scripture reference is Matthew chapter 2, verses 7 and 8. The chief priests and the teachers of the law were unconcerned about the report of the birth of the Christ. It may be that Herod kept the reason for the inquiry hidden from them, but considering the unusual events surrounding the birth of Jesus and the appearance of the wise men, one would think that their desire to investigate these events would have been aroused. Yet nowhere does Scripture indicate that these religious leaders were interested in finding the newborn king, the Jewish Messiah. They had lost their spiritual sensitivity and their desire for serving God. Their religious service had become steeped in ritual instead of grounded in a relationship with God. Like the religious leaders of Jesus' day, we can also lose our spiritual fervor. The cares of this life can consume our thoughts and time until we have very little time for God. Instead of meditating on His Word and drawing closer to Him, we use our time pursuing material gains. After a while, we no longer have time, no time at all for the things of the Spirit. Now, although we may be busy performing our religious activities, our hearts can be far from God. Herod called the wise men before him and told them what he had found out, verses 7 and 8. But then he told them to go and search carefully for the child. He also told them to report back after they found the child so he could go worship him also. Now, of course, this was not his true reason. He wanted to kill the child and remove any possible threat to his throne. Herod was a wicked king who has ordered the murder of some of his own sons and his wife for fear they would turn against him and usurp his throne. Herod, who was part Jewish, knew enough about Jewish history to be familiar with the belief that one day a Jewish king and Messiah would come. He probably never thought it would be during his lifetime, like people don't think his coming back is in theirs. But if there was a true Jewish king, then his reign was in grave danger. He had to do something about this other king. Not all people who seek after Jesus have pure motives. Though they may not be as evil as Herod, many times they are self-serving, only seeking Christ for personal gain or prestige. But God, in His love and great wisdom, will take even impure motives and use them as stepping stones to bring people to a true knowledge of their need for Christ. We need to examine our motive for serving Christ. If it is wrong or impure, then let us trade it in for one that is worthy of God. Thank you, and I pray that you've enjoyed today's edition of Fresh Daily Bread. Now, have you prayed today? Well, Thursday's prayer focus is that parents and grandparents would take spiritual leadership in the home seriously, discipling their children with love and intentionality. Now remember, Jesus is coming back soon. Now Thursday's portion of the priestly blessing is, may the Lord show His favor to you.